Quick question. Do you think mental health and mental illness mean the same thing? If you do, you're not alone. These terms get used interchangeably all the time, but they're actually describing two very different things. And once you understand the difference, it completely changes how you think about your mind and how you take care of it. Here's the simplest way to think about it. Everyone has mental health. Not everyone has a mental illness. Mental health is something we all have, all the time, just like physical health. You don't only have physical health when you're sick. You have it when you're thriving, when you've got a cold, when you're exhausted, or when you're recovering from something hard. Your mental health works the exact same way. It's always there, and it's always changing. This is where the mental health continuum really helps. Imagine a line. On one end, you're thriving. You feel energized, connected, and balanced. On the other end, you're in crisis, overwhelmed, distressed, barely coping. Most of us live somewhere in the middle and move back and forth along that line throughout our lives. Maybe things are going great right now, or maybe you're dealing with stress, grief, burnout, or a big life change. Feeling anxious, sad, or overwhelmed during tough seasons doesn't automatically mean something is wrong with you. It often means you're having a very human response to difficult circumstances. That's mental health shifting, not mental illness. Mental illness is different. A mental illness is a diagnosable medical condition that significantly affects how a person thinks, feels, or functions, and it tends to persist over time. This includes conditions like depression, anxiety disorders, bipolar disorder, PTSD, OCD, and schizophrenia. Here's an important distinction. Everyone feels sad sometimes. But major depressive disorder is more than sadness. It's persistent, it impacts daily functioning, and often requires treatment. Everyone gets anxious. But an anxiety disorder is ongoing and can interfere with work, relationships, and daily life. Mental illnesses are real medical conditions. They're not just bad days or something you can simply push through. And here is something crucial. You can have a mental illness and still work on your mental health. They are not opposites. Someone can manage depression and build strong mental well-being through therapy, medication, routines, connection, and support. So why does this difference actually matter? Because when we lump mental health and mental illness together, we create a false idea that you're either fine or broken. Real life doesn't work like that. Understanding the difference helps us take our mental well-being seriously before we hit a breaking point. Normalize checking in on our mental health, just like physical health. Reduce stigma by making mental health something we all share. Get support earlier instead of waiting for a crisis. You don't need a diagnosis to deserve help. And having a diagnosis doesn't mean you can't have good mental health. So here's what I want you to remember. Mental health is universal. It fluctuates. It deserves daily care. Mental illness is specific. It's diagnosable. It often needs professional support. Both matter. Both are real. And both are part of being human. Just like you check in on your physical health, you can check in on your mental health too. How am I feeling? Am I connected to others? Do I have ways to cope with stress? And if something feels like more than a rough patch, talk to a professional. That's a strength, not a failure. We all have mental health. We all deserve to take care of it. And understanding the difference between mental health and mental illness gives us the language and permission to do exactly that. If this helped, let me know. And tell me what mental health topic you want me to break down next. Your mental health matters every single day.